What would happen if a brainrot YouTube Shorts creator went up against one of the most legendary and influential PvPers in Minecraft history in a 1v1 for $100,000? Well, it seems like we'll soon be finding out. Over the past week, a feud has been brewing between the most well-known Minecraft player in the world and a random Shorts creator named Daquavis. And it all started with this short.
Hey Daquavis, it's Dream here, and I love your video, man. That video was awesome. I mean, you own me, and you do these epic trick shots and all these cool tricks, and actually you do that in a lot of your videos. So because you're so talented, I'd love to 1v1 you. You can pick the time, you can pick the place, you can even pick the items, and I'll 1v1 you. And I will beat you so badly, you will cry.
So yeah, this was all started when Dream posted a short calling out Daquavis and challenging him to a 1v1, because Daquavis had a history of making videos which contained besting Dream in PvP, generally in some kind of flashy or over-the-top manner. Now, these videos are clearly staged, a sentiment that anyone who has ever laid eyes on Minecraft could tell you, and Dream mentioned that in his initial video, jokingly talking about how Daquavis owned him. And since Daquavis is clearly trying to portray himself as a really good PvPer, whether that is true or not, it would make sense for Dream to want to fight him. And then, at the end of the video, it's kind of just smack talk. So the next video is Daquavis' first response, so let's play that now. Unfortunately, both Daquavis and Dream from this point on are kind of obsessed with copywritten music, so you're gonna get some banger covers by yours truly for these next couple.
Hey Daquavis, it's Dream here. I'd love to 1v1 you.
Hey Dream, Daquavis here. I know you're down bad for views, but I got over 500 million more views than you did in the last 40 days, so I don't really need any more. But I would be down to take your money. So the only way I'll accept your quest to 1v1 me is if the loser has to pay the winner $100,000. I'll send the contract over.
So yeah, Daquavis starts off his short by mentioning how he has gained over 500 million more views than Dream on social media in the last month, and how he doesn't need attention, which is a bold claim from the guy whose videos that are getting said views almost all contain him beating Dream in PvP, but I digress. And another thing about this comparison that the commenter Lookout3D pointed out is that Daquavis' views are primarily from shorts, whereas Dream's are mostly long form, which is historically much more difficult to gain traction on. Anyways, after that, he said that he would only be willing to fight Dream if there was a $100,000 prize pool paid out to the winner. This was almost certainly an attempt to scare Dream off, as I think Daquavis' chance of winning this duel are slim to none. So let's see how Dream responded.
So the only way I'll accept your quest to 1v1 me is if the loser has to pay the winner $100,000.
Geez, $100,000? Why not more? You can go around, pool money from all your family and friends, because I will do any amount that you want. I'll sign the contract. I know you put a lot of money up thinking I'd say no, because you think that I've fallen off and that I'm rusty and scared, but plot twist, I'm in. Let's do your entire bank account. That way when I win, you're homeless. So Dream is in. He accepted the duel against Daquavis for $100,000, and he's actually willing to go as high as Daquavis is willing to take it. And clearly he's calling Daquavis' bluff, as he knows pretty sure that he's gonna win the duel. In this video, Dream did bring up a good point, that Daquavis probably thinks he's rusty. And don't get me wrong, that is almost certainly true. Dream has been doing tons of coding-related projects recently, which gives him a lot less time for training. But Dream is almost certainly still much better than Daquavis, even with his lack of training. After this short, Daquavis posted something in an attempt to prove that he was actually good at the game, and here it is now.
Am I actually good at Minecraft? I know a lot of my content involves staging, but I'm still very good. To prove this, I put together some of my best clips I recorded on actual servers. No staging and no actors.
Alright, I think it's pretty obvious that these clips were in fact staged, and if somehow they weren't, then he was playing against some absolutely atrocious players. So in the first clip, he combos a player in PvP Legacy, but the player is either terrible at the game or an actor, as they are not even looking at Daquavis as he swings, which would make literally no sense. In the second clip, we see him box his opponent in cobwebs and run away to make a TNT cannon. Then he fishing rods the TNT onto the opponent in the same flashy way he does in his shorts. But how in the world did the opponent fall for that? They could clearly see Daquavis building the cannon, and they had ample time to have easily placed the water to remove the cobwebs or throw a pearl, both of which were readily accessible in the kit. The third clip is just speed bridging, which has no practical use in PvP, and the final clip is Daquavis rushing the team next to him in Bed Wars. The only issue is that this is an insanely unlikely clip to happen in the real game, as Daquavis has items totaling 17 gold in his hotbar, and he is rushing the first bed. And in modern Bed Wars, no one is going to wait the 5 minutes it takes to get that amount of gold before rushing their neighbor. And then the most recent short at the moment is another short of Daquavis's, claiming that Dream is cooked. I would just cut this off early because I think it's pretty clear that Dream is in fact not cooked. But anyways, that was the last video, not the last discussion on the topic, as the newest information we have on this topic right now is a community post by Dream. It states, Daquavis and I spoke in private and agreed to a 1v1 for $100,000. We're discussing the specifics. What should the format of the challenge be, and where should it be posted? So, the fight is confirmed to happen, and the specifics of the fight are a work in progress. But now that you know everything so far, let's discuss the outcome. I think I've made it quite clear that I think Dream is for sure gonna win the 1v1. In fact, I don't just think that Dream's gonna win the 1v1, I think he's gonna sweep it. I think the likelihood of Daquavis getting a single point against Dream is very, very slim. For starters, Dream is the biggest Minecraft YouTuber in the world, and he has quite a bit of experience in PvP, with all of his Hunter vs Speedrunners videos having well over 1 billion views in total. Yeah, that's billion with a B. He has had his habits of cheating in the past, namely the speedrunning scandal he was caught in a few years back, but that was the only time we've ever been able to prove that he was cheating. And all that did was tamper with luck, so all the skilled gameplay was still 100% legit. Daquavis, on the other hand, has shown very little footage of him actually doing legit PvP, instead mainly having tasks or tool-assisted speedrun shorts. And if you don't know what those are, they're essentially just keyframes for Minecraft to make impossible frame-perfect moves possible. There's a little bit of footage from previous live streams of Daquavis playing PvP Island, and as the YouTuber ITZLLAGGY pointed out, he doesn't look very skilled in PvP. By the way, I'll leave their channel in the description if you want to check them out. But that's pretty much the entire story for now. If I had to choose a side on this fight, I would 100% choose Dream, as he has shown his skills and technical aptitude way better than Daquavis has. But if you don't agree, leave a comment on why you think Daquavis will win. And if you do agree, you can tell me why you think that as well. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Hi, so I just wanted to say thank you to my channel members. Your support means a ton. And then also, I'd really like to advertise my Twitch. I've been streaming there a ton recently, and I'm going for Twitch affiliate right now. You can also join the Discord if you haven't already, that would be super awesome. And if you want to watch another video essay, there's one on screen now. Anyways, thanks for watching, peace.